that's 20 minutes of people reading from a paper, reading from a paper, reading from a paper. That you have to go back and log and edit later. There's the biggest one. I'm like, if you one-on-ones, done. I walk off to the side, get my camera, and I'm getting B-roll. I'm getting cutaways of, oh, there's the people over there. There's the dog that saved the child in the fire. There's that. And then I can actually maybe take notes for the first time in my life. Then I go get. So that's just one way. It's like you minimize how much you shoot because you have to go through all that garbage later on.
Plus, it takes more time to download if you're downloading.
True. Downloading time. You have to think about everything. It's just so natural to me. It's now that I have to go back and think about. When I first started this, I literally back-timed my day. Okay, my deadline's 5 o'clock. I need to make sure I have at least an hour to edit. I only need 20 minutes now, but back then I need an hour to edit. So I need to be done writing at 4. Well, my writing is by far the slowest part of my day because, it's. Yeah, I'm not the smartest, Anyway, so I back time. So I need at least an hour to write, and log, and write all my stuff. So 3 o'clock, I need to start writing at 3 o'clock, which means I need to be sitting in my desk at 3 o'clock. Well, where am I driving to? Valley Center. So an hour before that, I have to make sure I have driving time, an hour of driving time. So I have to be leaving Valley Center at 2 o'clock. So I'm back timing my entire day. And if I realize that there's like, then I start realizing I have to kick it into gear. Just to make up time if I back time my entire day and I realize I need to be out of here by 9 a.m. and it's already 11 a.m. And that happens every day.
But you see, the part of that that's a downside is that you are probably limiting the story to what you think. Throw it down. All right. You're limiting your story to what you can accomplish in that time period, which means maybe you're one-stop shopping.
Nope.
Maybe you're...
Nope. You're very bad selling one-stop shopping.
Okay. All right. Go for it.
Like my man in the back suggested, it's another level. As you're driving, you're calling. Like, oh, look, okay, man, I'm going to meet this guy at 9 o'clock. I'm going to be there for 30 minutes. Can you meet me at 10 o'clock? No, 10:30. To Seoul. I hate that one-stop shopping. One-stop shopping is
Yeah.
it's hideously, it's bad television. It's an easy way out. I have a method of writing that I learned from somebody that requires me to personalize absolutely everything. There's no such thing as interviewing politicos all day long, politicians, and that's it. There's no such thing. It doesn't work. So with that formula, I have forced myself to go and out and find somebody else to talk to, go and find that other person, the other side. And when I'm in the car, that's my phone time. Whether it be texting and I was up to the CHP yesterday. I'm at the stoplight. He pulls up next to me. I'm like, he was dying because he was on the phone too. Yeah, chippies. I had buttoned my shirt a little bit too. I had a cool gold chain on that day.
But do you ever find that you have to limit?
No. That is such an excuse.
Okay.
And you know what? When you're starting out, yes. When you're starting out, you're getting your feet wet. You've been holding the camera for 2 weeks, yes.
Right.
But then you realize, okay, really, how much faster does a 2-man crew move? They don't. They don't move any faster than a 1-man crew, unless the photog is 60,000 years old. If you've been to 10 News.
No.
They can't be anywhere faster than I can. They can't do anything faster than I can. When are they making their phone calls? When they're driving, or before they leave. Why are they any faster than I am? They have to write the script. The editor can't edit until he gets the script. The only difference between me and a 2-man crew is water displacement and the ability to do a second version. Because while you're editing the first version, you are writing the second one. But what? I am doing 2 and 3 packages a day too, because I am nuclear fast. But that comes with 4 years of experience on this crap. The rookies, they're not coming out and doing that. But there's really nothing different from me and the 2-man crew or a 3-man crew. Quality is an issue. There are some people who just don't realize that the horizon goes like this and not like this. And blue is not acceptable color for Mayor Sanders. My TV people here. But really, I mean, if there's really should be no excuse for a one-man band not to be able to go get that other angle. One-stop shopping is the lazy way out. I've done it. Yeah, I want to take a day off. Sure. I go shopping. I move quickly. I 2-hour window before my boss knows I'm supposed to be that quick. West View. What else? Oh, you wanted tips on things?
He's talking to you.
Any more questions? You had
Oh,
a-
I was going to ask you how many packages you do a day.
My average day is 1.5 packages for broadcast and 1 web article. When I say 1.5, it's literally a full package, full-on package, and a mini package, a half package. We call it a whip because.
I'm not from this mark from Las Vegas. How many?
I'm sorry.
You
No, it's
can
cool.
spend your money anytime you want.
Yes.
But
Thank you for your tax money here.
how many other reporters do this?
At our station, and here's the beauty of it. Our station is finally. We had some growing pains. Why even lie about it? It was a truck, 18-wheeler accident with a school bus full of nuns. It was a bad beginning. And a lot of stations have gone through that. KGO in San Francisco, they was like one day said everyone's one-man band, and they were just like, hey, it's riots in the street. Right now, I think there's about 10 of us who work as one-man bands on a regular basis. But any day, those 10 of us, we just transition. It's like, okay, Joe's story just got really big. Go send a photog because he's gonna have multiple versions, and then we transition. I work as a traditional 2-man band. I'd say about once every 10 days. And I hate every second of it because I'm no longer in control. I have to share, and I don't share well with others. I take my ball home and can't play.
How did you learn how to do this? Who taught you, or did you teach yourself?
The answer for that is just like any other good journalist. You watch and learn from people you like. John Miller, NBC, loved his writing and his presentation. Steve Toma, photog in Central Pennsylvania, loved the way he shot things. Steve Walker, who used to be at the NBC 739, loved the way he just sort of straight-laced things. Steve Fiorina at 10 News, he has a certain way of just sort of using small little phrases, like 1 or 2 words. It's really, I like the way he did that. Presentation style, I mean, there's an infinite number of people. Oh God, mustache guy, Stoltz, brain fart. Someone help me out. Stossel, I think Stossel, John Stossel. Love his, sometimes he throws a little curveball wit in there. And I love throwing a little curveball wit in there. So I'm really a mutt, but that's all journalists do. They don't mimic one guy because that guy already exists.
Yeah.
You take the things that you like from certain people. I like to be uber creative. I like to do things that get that angle that you don't expect. Obviously we take people already to places that they can't go. We'll now take it a step further, show them a different angle of some place that they can't go.
How about more specifically how you learned how to do your one-man band thing?
Oh, well, that's easy. I didn't have a choice.
Well, how did you go about it?
I went to George Mason University, which is a lot like San Diego State. Very strong program in video production, film production. I wanted to be Dan Patrick, but wasn't. My parents are all doctors, and they were like, "You want to be in TV?" I was already a disappointment. And I had no guidance. So I went to George Mason, and I did all the video stuff. I just loved playing with cameras. I videotaped everything, I edited everything, I learned everything I could behind the scenes. But I still wanted to be on camera because I have an ego. And I used my internships to go do things, try to learn how to be a reporter and train myself, because I had really no training at San Diego. At George Mason, I had no training whatsoever. And then I was sitting there, and I finally just talked to one person who really didn't know me, and I was like, so here's what I've done, what can I do? She goes, well, you should just go to grad school. Oh, okay, how much does that cost? $26,000 a year. They take cash? No. Who do I sleep with? He had a gentle touch. I went, thank God for my parents. God bless them for paying for everything, because I couldn't afford it. I went to Syracuse, and Syracuse was a 1-year master's program where it was summer to summer with 2 weeks off, and I mean, just the best of the best teaching us, and it was boot camp, all on camera. But I had kept my production side going, and when I got there, I realized that none of these people knew anything. So I was, we all had to shoot. We had to shoot for each other. You know, we didn't have photogs in grad school. So I just sort of kept on developing. And my first job in Hagerstown, Maryland, the crossroads of America, America's armpit. I had to be a one-man band there with the first generation DVC Pro, these nice shiny new anti-beta things. Wow! And that thing was just, I was 21 years old with back pain already, and God love you, Photogs, man. I don't know how you guys are still walking. Those things are a bitch. But my second job, now, the one-man banding in Hagerstown, Maryland was really cut dry.